Good morning guys, welcome back to our channel. So for today's video I wanted to do a sit down kind of chatty get ready with me video because there have been a few little updates and happenings in my life at the moment, so I thought I might as well sit down, do a really casual easy video and just talk about stuff. So as always I have my cup of tea. So today we have a licorice tea in my favorite ceramic handmade mug. So hot tea on hand, and I am going to get started with my face. So first thing that I'm going to use is sunblock, because sunblock is one of the easiest, cheapest, and probably the #1 way that you can minimize aging. So it's something that we can all do. And I am using a more natural one. So this is just a zinc oxide physical sunblock, and it's by the brand Ethical Zinc. I said that really weird, zinc. And it does happen to be like a little bit thicker. So it does cause like a bit of a white cast, but it's one of the few sunblocks that doesn't cause massive issues with my skin. And we don't forget the neck. God, that makes me look like so white. I swear it'll like get better with time, but when you're just putting it on straight up, you can look a little bit pale. Okay, so sunblock is on. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some foundation. So as usual, I am using the Kasia Weiss foundation, which is my favorite. Sometimes I'll apply like a facial oil underneath it, just because this can be like slightly more clay-y and like a little bit on the drying side. So putting a facial oil underneath can help. I don't think I'm going to worry about it today, just because the sunblock is like quite greasy. But if I was having like more of a dry skin day, you could layer on an oil as well. So I don't know if I mentioned before, but I am using the shade Subtlety, which is a really good match for my skin tone, and I'm just going to apply it with my fingers. You guys know that I'm not like super fussy about this stuff. But anyway, just chatting about what's been going on for me. It's actually surprisingly like difficult to talk while you're doing makeup, but I'm moving is the exciting kind of news that I have. So for anyone who's been following along for a while, you might know that at the moment I'm living in kind of a 1-bedroom apartment with my partner, fiance Nick. So we've been living here for, I don't know, 1.5-ish, but we are actually going to be moving into a house. So that's pretty exciting. It's just a rental, but it's gonna be a nice little transition. I don't know, I actually feel multiple different ways about it. Like anyone else who's moved, tell me that I'm not crazy, but like part of me is excited, but part of me is also like kind of sad, because we've really enjoyed living here, even though like, to be honest, we're not even moving very far at all. But you kind of just get really familiar with an area, and it'll be like a little bit sad in that aspect, but it'll also be really exciting and fun. The other thing though that I'm not looking forward to with the house is mowing your own grass. That is one big upside to living in an apartment, is not having to do like much maintenance. So yeah, the move is actually going to be happening next Thursday. So we're still trying to like organize ourselves and everything. So I'd thought about doing maybe some like decluttering videos on this channel. I don't know if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, but that is a possibility in the coming week or two, but we will see what happens. So next up, I'm just going to apply some blush and put some color back into my face, because I'm looking a little ghostly right now. So I'm using the Dusty Girls by Mugu, and it's in the shade Golden Delicious. I'm not a huge fan of their packaging though. It's a little, I don't know, you know, when, yeah. That looks a little bit heavy-handed, but I promise we will blend that out. I probably didn't tap off enough product. Whoa. Hey guys, let's fix that. Everything can be fixed with a good kabuki brush. Cool, we can live with that. So next up, I'm going to use a bronzer. So this is the Eco Minerals Byron Bay in the shade Eco Exotic. That's kind of the main thing that's been happening, really. It was kind of a little bit of a rush getting everything sorted out because I thought that we would definitely be living here for another 6 months, and then kind of the right place just came up at the right time. So have to kind of go with the flow. Wasn't really expecting a move, but that's what we're going to be doing. And yeah, it's just like, to be honest, I feel like we've outgrown this space in a way. Like, I really love it here, but number one, I would like to get a puppy or a dog in the near future. So I don't really want to, this place is pet friendly, but I would feel a little bit mean bringing a dog into a small apartment. Like, in the new place, we're gonna have a yard and just a lot more space. So I think that will work out a lot better. And I'm also planning on moving out of my office space and running my business from home. There's going to be plenty of space in the new house, and it's really kind of ideal, just location and everything wise, to do that. So I think it's going to be a really positive move. Anyway, I'm just going to put this to the low points here. I'm never sure if I'm doing this right. And like a little bit there, and then we're gonna do like a 3. Not a beauty guru, but we will try. And I'm gonna like try and make my nose look a little, make my giant nose look a little smaller. And then blend it all out a little bit. Next up, I am going to do my eyebrows finally. So as usual, I'm just using the Eco Brow in the shade Frida, which is basically their blackest shade. And it's just a little pot one. They give you like a little brush. Cool. Okay, so that is pretty much the eyebrows done. So after that, I am just going to do my eyes because I've got that naked mole rat look going on. So I'm going to use a eyeshadow base, or like a primer, by Benecos. I have mentioned it before, and I feel like for my skin tone, like because I'm like a little more olive skin toned, even though maybe you can't tell after I put on that sunblock. Because my skin does have a little bit of pigment, it can be harder for colors to show up on my eyelids. So doing like a little bit of primer just really helps to make things pop. So we have primed, and then I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow. Once again, I am using the Lily Lolo eyeshadow palette. So this is the Pedal to the Metal eyeshadow palette. So it's got, this is actually not my fave palette. It's got more of obviously like these silvery tones, which cool colors don't really go with my skin. I prefer more like warm copper tones. So what I'm gonna do is start off with this color all over my lids, and then I'm gonna kind of do just like the outer corners in this Dusty Girls color. So let's give this a try. I obviously haven't used this color very often, so we're experimenting here today. And I'm just gonna use this like, I don't know what you call that, like medium-sized fluffy brush. I do really like the Lily Lolo shades just because they have like a little bit of shimmer. So they're not, most of them aren't mattes, and they're not like super glittery, because glittery can look a little over the top, like a 12-year-old playing with makeup, but shimmery can give like that kind of like smooth, wet look eyelid, if that makes sense. Next, I am just going to use this Dusty Girls single eyeshadow in the shade Summer Tan. So I think we've just dropped eyeshadow on ourselves. I think I actually managed to break this one. Oh, cool, Amy. Super professional. It's kind of like this coppery, oh no, I'm dropping it in my tea. Oh, this is going so well. But we're just gonna put that on the outer corners just to kind of darken it up a little bit. smooth it all over with our little blending brush. So that is our eyeshadow done, and then I'm just gonna go in and line my eyes. Obviously, I generally line my eyes with a liquid liner, so today I am using the 100% pure liquid liner. It's my favorite one of all time in the natural beauty sphere because it has a really thin tip, as you can see. We're gonna go do this in the bathroom mirror because so we have just done our eyeliner. I feel like if I don't wear eyeliner, I just don't feel put together. I just ran out of space on the card, so I had to delete some stuff. Hopefully we have a little bit of space left. Okay, so I'm just going to pop on some mascara. I'm just using the Lily Lolo. And that is pretty much that. Last thing that I'll do is just pop on a lip color. So I am just going to be using the Dr. Hauschka lipstick in the shade, it doesn't have a shade, it just says number 3, but it's kind of like this dark, slightly, I just really like earthy tones, to be honest. If I wear something that's like too pink, I just feel uncomfortable. So it's just kind of like a browny, pinky, dark color. And that is pretty much my finished everyday look. This afternoon, I'm actually gonna go visit Beck and we are going back to the plant store. I'd thought about vlogging today, but to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. I've been a little bit slacking on the vlogs lately, so we'll be trying to get back into that maybe post move, or maybe I'll end up vlogging some of the move itself. In my mind, I've kind of been like toying with where to upload content, but yeah, otherwise today, plant shopping is the go. I've kind of run out of spaces to put plants in my current apartment, and because it is like quite dark, the only place where we get light coming in is through these front doors, and we're in a pretty shaded spot, so it'll be nice to be in a really light filled house and then to bring in heaps of plants. But yeah, that is pretty much what has been going on at the moment. But yeah, I will see you guys in a future video, probably from a new location. I really just did want to get this video up before I move so that it all makes sense and I don't just like start vlogging from a new location and I didn't fill you guys in. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed already, and if you want to see more makeup related videos here on our channel, just let me know in the comments and I would be happy to do more of these sort of sit down, get ready with me style videos because they're really easy to film. I hope you've all been having a great July, and other than that, I will see you guys in our next video. Bye!